morning from a Friday before Thanksgiving. Apparently next week is Thanksgiving. I had no idea. Who knew? So anyway, I am going to drop off Harriet's lunch, which is on the chair right here. I have my bike on the back, so I'm heading up to Hunstville State Park after this. I've been there one time before when I was going to all the state parks in Texas, which I've been to, all 89, and now they're adding 6 more. I was like, you guys, it's like forever I will be visiting state parks in Texas. So it's a great trail. I've done a 8-mile trail there. I'm gonna try doing the 12-mile trail because it is only like 60 degrees. The weather's great, so it's about an hour and a half from my house north, up to North Houston. So my daughter's school is about 30 minutes away. I got her a new manga book. It's this one. So she wanted me last night. She said, can you drop it off? Because I was going to volunteer today, but it's only a half day. So I have my Angel Fire bike park shirt, so I'm going to try that out. I've done the 6-mile trail, but there's a 12-mile trail that I'd like to do. And there's another area up there that's like Army Corps of Engineers that I don't think I've been to that one. I don't remember. I've been to so many. And the Strava only goes back so far for me to see all my my rides. I don't have the Pro. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna go get the sun out of my face. There we go. Yeah, so Harriet's school's about 30 minutes from my house, and then it's a charter school for like science and technology, and then Huntsville State Park's about 45 minutes north of that. So it's actually quite nice. The weather is great. It's 65 degrees. It's probably going to get up to about 75 in November. It's like, it is November, why is it hot? So it should be a good ride. It's like you can take the girl out of the trails, but you can't take the trails out of the girl. So I got to get my state park fixed. But anyway, I got the full suspension bike, and it should be pretty good. It'll be a nice ride. Probably take me about an hour and a half to do 12 miles, I think. But I mean, I could just ride the woodlands, you know, on the bike paths there, which I've done before. That's about a 14-mile trail, but it's kind of boring because you're just riding past suburban homes when I would rather do like a proper trail ride. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't be too muddy. It rained a little bit yesterday, but it should be fine. Who knows? It's Texas. But other than that, yeah, you see all the commuters on the other side of the freeway there, and my bike's in the back. So, and Harriet's lunch is right here. So she wanted me to bring her books to her. So I was going to volunteer today, but I don't know. It's like I don't want to be there for the book fair if like the students are going home at noon. So anyway, so she wanted me to bring this up to her, so I'm going to do that this morning, and then go for my bike ride. Got her lunch as well. So yeah, just kind of doing mommy duties and then mountain bike duties. So anyway, okay, I will see you whatever. Okay, bye. So you know you're heading toward Huntsville when the prison bus goes past you. Department of Criminal Justice. So there's a prison, a very notorious prison up in Huntsville. I think it's death row actually. But yeah, like you don't want to be thrown into general population there. But that's where I'm headed. And they also have a museum of, maybe I'll do that today as well, the Museum of Criminal something that's up there. I don't know. Maybe I'll go check that out if I have time. I'm not going to get to the trail until about 9:30. And then, yeah, I should be done. And then maybe I'll go check out that museum. I don't know. We'll see. This is fun. I'm glad I'm getting out, you know, instead of just riding around Houston and then hanging out at my house all day. Okay, so I will be there in about 45 minutes. The prison bus is hightailing it up to the prison. So it's like, you know, stay on the right side of the bars, people. Yeah, you don't want to be incarcerated. That's kind of not fun. I just want to ride my bike. Thank you. I have the Texas State Park Pass, so it's free. I'm about a mile from the trailhead, so this should be good. Let me get a trail map. Yeah, we'll do a 12-mile ride, and then I think I'll go to the prison museum after this. I'm gonna use the restroom. It's weird, like, not having my van because I can't just use restroom in here. So I gotta find a toilet. So this is a nice park, though. It's far. It's an hour and a half from my house, but if you live in North Houston or the Woodlands or Conroe, it's only like 40 minutes away, so it's pretty good. It's like 2 hours from Dallas if you go south. Can I get a trail map as well, please? Thank you. And also where the bathroom is.
Oh, here's one at the front of the building.
In the building? Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, got my little park pass up here. Then go pee. Yes, bathroom. Which will be like the first of many bathroom breaks today. This is good. All right, I got my trail map, which are beautiful. These are like the most beautiful state park maps in any state park in any state that I've been to, and they have all the details about the animals that you'll see, that kind of stuff. And this is my Texas State Park Pass, which is valid until next year. So, okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. All right, I'll be back. All right, here's the lay of the land. So I'm gonna park over in the cabin area. This is where the trail starts. I'm doing the north loop, which I don't know. I did the south loop, I guess, which was 6 miles. This one is part of the 8-mile loop. There's a squirrel over there. This is great. It's probably gonna be super busy next week for Thanksgiving. I've never camped up here. It is cold, which is beautiful and great. So let me get the bike off. There's another red car. It's like all we see are red cars. Yeah, it's like I've been up here in the van when I was here last time, but I parked way down by the front entrance, which is 2 miles away. So I think I'm just going to cry because I don't have my van. It would be nice afterwards to be able to get in the nice warm van and relax afterwards. But yeah, after this, I'll figure out where the museum is. It's not too far from here. And I think that'll be my day. And then I'll head back into Houston. Hopefully I'll go against traffic, so it shouldn't be too treacherous of a drive. But okay, so Fuel EX, let's go. Okay, so I am here. So I am heading somewhere. I think the Chinquapin Trail. I don't think that's the one I'm doing. I'm just going to follow all trails. It says mountain biking, so it should be fine. There are some hiking trails only, highly erosive. The Loblaw Trail, it's like Arrested Development. The lawyer is called Bob Loblaw. So when he's like, my name is Bob Loblaw. It was like if you what was this commercial that he did on the show? He's like, I don't know, I gotta look it up. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so let me just go on this trail. This is great. These are very, very flat. There's not a lot of elevation. It's just basically mulch and sandy kind of mud trails. And like literally we have no mountains or hills in this part of Texas. Even the hill country is like a 300-foot mound. Okay, let me get going. Okay, this makes more sense. So property boundary, the national forest land begins behind that sign. No ATVs, but bikes are fine. So I'm going to go up that hill there. Minor little hill. So I am right here. So this is what I'm doing, the north loop and then the south loop. And then I think that's it. And then I go back to the, that should be, let's see, 8 miles. Yeah, it's 12 miles total. So I don't know where the other bit is. Yeah, and then Hunstville State Park is attached to the National Forest, and then private property. It's like a lot of private land. I think 99% of Texas is like private land outside of like the National Forest and the state park system. Okay, so yeah, so this makes sense now. Okay, we'll try it. And yeah, I've never been up this way. It's really, really pretty. A lot of man-made walkways, dogs on leashes, please. And if your dog is muzzled, probably shouldn't be on the trail with other dogs. I've seen dogs get attacked. I've seen service animals get trampled. It's really bad. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that today because I'm sure you know how I feel about fake service animals and bad pet parents. But okay, let's go ride. About 3 miles in, we'll get to the Lone Star Trail, which I think goes quite far in Texas. So I'm just going to continue straight. Yeah, don't go on your bike here. Wheeled vehicles, horses, and pack stock. This is great. I haven't even broken a sweat yet. So yeah, it's just kind of this mulchy, like, it's really easy to ride on. Very, very flat. Got bitten by one mosquito on my leg. So it's like, oh, welcome back to Texas. And yeah, let's just keep going. Okay, I'm done with my ride. My car's right over there. So I'm just at the boat dock. It's like land a big bass, enter your lunker, share lunker. You can like enter, like when you win a fish or you catch a fish, you can like win a contest. It's like the most Texan thing ever. So yeah, there's a boat dock right here. It's so weird being in campsites and state parks or anywhere where all you see are these RVs. And you don't see any Vanlife vans. It's like, it's very Texan. These are all like weekend warrior people, all the suburb people from the Woodlands, which is North Houston. Okay, so yeah, there's a little pier down there, as it appears. Okay, that's it. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the car, go to the front of the park, use the restroom again, and head on to the museum. I'm at the Texas Prison Museum. It's like, tell me you're in Texas without telling me you're in Texas. Anyway, so I bought a bike lock just now from Academy, so that should be fine. And then I parked right up front, so that would be so ironic if somebody steals my bike at the prison museum. The prison is across the road. There's also there's the prison. There's the Hunstville prison. A bunch of people on death row out there. Yeah, it's like the most hardened criminals too. It's not a very pleasant place. But yeah, that's where they're all locked up for the rest of their lives. Anyway, so let's go learn something. I'll tell you right now, that was the weirdest museum I've ever been in. They've even got like a fake guard tower. I'll tell you why that was weird. Okay, so first of all, cash only right now. I guess they're changing their point of sale system. Second, everybody working in there had a very weird demeanor. And there's also correctional officers that were just hanging out there on their lunch break from the prison across the street. It was weird. It's not a very big exhibit, but it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's not something I would actually recommend going to be honest. Nothing funny about glorifying, which is what that museum does, glorifying criminals. Yeah, I mean, they had a whole section of like the pictures of everybody that, I couldn't take proper video. They said, yeah, you can take like pictures and live pictures and things. So I did that. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, okay, so I've been to a lot of museums, hell of a lot of museums. I've been to memorials, including the Oklahoma City bombing memorial, which I was on the fence about going to. I wanted to pay my respects. I was in high school when it happened. I remember watching it on television. But it was very tastefully done in that it didn't glorify the guy that blew up the federal building. This though, this is like piece of crap. This is like, oh, ha, 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 let's, you know, make all of these people that killed everybody martyrs. I don't know, I mean, I don't need to see a video about the prison rodeo. Like, these people are hardened criminals. So that said, that museum, like, really not cool. It just kind of made a mockery, and I don't think it was respectful whatsoever to any of the victims. I mean, they had, like I said, they had like the pictures of people that were executed, and then they had their last words, and people walking around that museum going, oh my God, that's so cool that he said that before he was executed. Oh, he forgives, you know, he asked for forgiveness. It's like, no. Like, bad people right here. Shitty museum right here. Anyway, I don't recommend it. I don't believe in glorifying bad people. I thought it would be interesting on an educational level, but there was nothing educational about it. It just basically, like I said, made martyrs out of the criminals. Like, oh, look at all the good jobs they have. And, you know, look at the rodeo they're going to, and they can get their hair cut. And I know there's like a humanitarian aspect, like obviously human rights issues are still in the prisons, right? You know, that aside. But that museum was not educational. It was actually kind of offensive to anybody that's been a victim of, you know, violence. So I'm going to go home and go work on this video. Very, very few times do I not recommend a place. Anyway, but you can go if you want to. It's, you know, it's up to you. But just be aware that it's not something that's educational. I thought I'd be learning about the law, and I'd be learning about the justice system, and you know, that kind of thing. No, I got to see a video on a prison rodeo, like, and a bunch of license plates that, you know, were made by prison people, prisoners, I guess. Yeah, anyway, okay, so I'm gonna grab some food. I haven't eaten anything. Okay, so that's all. That's my opinion. Take it or leave it, but that's my opinion on the Texas Prison Museum. There's zero information that is helpful and 100% glorifying bad people. So, not cool. All right, okay, I'll talk to you later.